Down to the last one, guys. This is the final account review I have as of right now booked up. This was submitted February 15th. Before anyone's going to ask, because I know a lot of people are going to ask for account reviews, I'm taking a break from account reviews for the time being. I'm not sure how long this is going to be, but after doing them for, I don't know, 6 months or so now, it's gotten pretty stale. I'm not sure if you guys have realized this, but I say more or less the same thing every single video. Whether you're a new account, old account, medium account, I say pretty much the same thing every single time. So I'm pretty sure if you guys were just to watch old account reviews, you can figure out what kind of advice I would give you if I were to look at your account. Same thing there. So for the time being, I am taking a momentary break. I may come back to this. I'm not sure. Probably will, but not for a while though. But yeah, got tired of it. It's kind of stale, but I do maybe plan on returning to eventually. If you guys really want me to judge your account, maybe in the future. If you guys want advice though, whatever from on how to improve, I have like 35 of these right now. There's a playlist somewhere in my YouTube library that you guys can watch, and I say pretty much the same thing there. So just look at those, and I'm pretty sure you guys will gain some kind of information that will help you assist your progression and your growth in this game. So just go ahead and do that for a bit and whatnot. Anyways, let's just begin, guys. The final account reviews for, I guess we'll go with season 1. I guess I'm not sure if I want to call it season 1 though, but whatever, we'll call it season 1 of account reviews. 6-month account, Lexington server. What we got here: a decent amount of skins, a good amount of rings, I'd say, ish, maybe. It's honest, it's kind of there, but a light spender for sure. A light spender for sure. So a lot of HMS ships at 120, a lot of them. So interesting choice there for 6 months. I will say this is very solid progression for 6 months. This is very good for 6 months. So very solid, very solid. Now, skin wise, I'm not sure if there's anything in particular I like here. Most of it I've seen before. So good choice in skins, specifically the Monarch one for obvious reasons. That's the why, but not bad. Let's talk about your progression though. So let's go down a bit. Torpedoes. You're gonna need more of these, my man. Get more of these. Get maybe 2 more for submarines when you get the chance, and so forth. But get more of those. I think it's been like what, 5 months now, or almost 6 months since this was submitted. So you're about a 1-year-old player, my dude. You're about an anniversary player, I believe. So hopefully your improvements have gone up quite a bit since you submitted this account. But I want to see some more Corsairs. Obviously, we need more Corsairs for the carriers. They're not the best for damage, but they're pretty good though. For 800 core data, they are very solid. So get more of those. Maybe get more steam catapults. Definitely get more of those things I said earlier. Washing machines. I hope you farmed that event. That was like what, 1 or 2 events ago for washing machines. Hopefully farm those. Maybe a few more black shells. I think you'll need probably like 2 more, I believe, or so. Maybe that'll be okay, and whatnot. Anti-air, can ignore all of that stuff. And whatchamacallit, hope you work on PR4. You get more stack buffers there, so that's something you can improve on there. Everything else though, a good amount of BB auxiliaries, very nice. Get more Ryuseis if you plan on doing more bombing. I will say that as well. Definitely get more white pencils, white shells. You're gonna need more of those. So make. These are very good. And I see your first real AP BB gun right here too. If you're struggling with end game content, like doing OS or whatnot, definitely make at least 1 more of these. Maybe 2 more, but definitely make 1 more of these. If not, there's some you can make in the Gear Labs or whatever. That's like a low budget version of Champagne's gun, but I say there's better options for you to use your circuit boards there. So I wouldn't say make those, but definitely try to get 1 more of these guns right here. It's gonna help you out quite a bit, my dude. So do that. Repair toolkits. If you go into OS, you're gonna need more repair toolkits. Get more of these to +10 as well too. And do that. Dive bombers. 5 is a decent amount. We'll stick with that. 5 is a decent amount. Scroll down some more. Some purple gear that I don't want to talk about in particular. And stuff. Oh, we can +7 the fire extinguishers now. I forgot. Go ahead and +7 these. It's basically free, so do that. Let's see, Taiho as the Valentine. Interesting choice there. Purple gold plates. We're working on it. Hope you're sticking with those. Get those gold plates in. Get those gold plates in. It's going to help out quite a bit when it comes to your damage. Now, as of right now, you have nothing like very, very huge on upgrades. But I say the best thing you can do as of right now is for general plates. Since you get a lot of these, start using them on whatever place you want to go. If you want to go towards carrier bombing, make some plus 13 steam catapults. If you're going toward battleship damage, make some more plus 13 white shells and whatnot. So that's good choices. But those are safe investments to use. The main guns and carrier aircrafts are also really good because they improve your damage quite a bit. But as of right now, aside from maybe like Ryusei's, there's not really like big gear that you want to invest into plus 13 guns unless you really want to. So I will hold on to these. But use your gold plates on upgrading those auxiliaries I said earlier. It's going to help you out. Let's see, plates here, pearl plates. This has to come up, my man. Farm that 7-2. Farm those maps that you need. Get those purple plates in. We need to see more purple plates. It's going to be bothersome to you. Rainbow gun. It's been 6 months now since this was last updated, so hopefully you get more prints by now. But for now, don't worry about the rainbow gun. Even though it's really nice to have, don't worry about it as of right now. Fleet tech, don't worry about that. Worry about it later. 6 months progression, we got 2 PR ships done. Very nice. At developer 30 as well too. Very good. And then you're working on PR3, I believe, as of right here. So tackling that down, not bad. Very solid for a 6-month progression. I like it. Cat's not gonna talk about cats. I don't want you to feel bullied when I talk about the cats, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Especially since you didn't show me the talents or whatever, so that's good. Good on your behalf at least. World 11, Battleship World. You're getting there. The battleships are coming in. A lot of HMS stuff and whatnot. And we have the OS stuff. So I can talk more about this later. The fleets and whatnot. And I think that's everything. So let's see any questions here. I've been playing every day. Need some advice on how I should be focusing on the game going to end game. Are engineering fleets necessary and whatnot? Okay, so the first question is focusing more towards end game. So you're reaching a point about World 12 and 13 right now, which are carrier oriented, but I won't consider that end game because World 12 is very easy. A lot of people farm that map for EXP, so it's nothing crazy. World 13 is optional if you want to go towards getting Bunker Hill and whatnot, but you don't have to grab her, and plus you can auto her at this point, so it's not that big of a deal. Operation Siren is currently the end game content we have as of right now. And if you want to go towards carriers right there, you're going to want to go towards torpedo bombing stuff. So as of right now, the safest choice for carriers right now, Centaur is definitely one of them. Centaur is good in World 13 and good in Operation Siren. So that is a safe choice you can do there. I'm not sure if you have Shinano because I believe Shinano came out 1 month after you start the game. So I don't think you were that resourced, or I don't think you had that much resource to pull for her back then. I could be wrong, but in terms of what I see in your dock space right now, you don't have Shinano. Shinano would have been a good choice there. So that would be the other choice, but you don't have her. But Centaur is definitely one of the best choices you can invest into right now when it comes to end game content in all different scenarios. So do that. Battleships, you can't go wrong with battleships. Hal, you already have her invested. Monarch, you already have her invested. Rune Moons, you have her invested as well. Good choice. So anyone below 110, I'm gonna assume that you don't have super invested, so I'm gonna talk about those ships. PR ships are always safe investments, but if you're low on developer levels, I wouldn't go like too into them until you get them close to the level of developer 30. Some can work lower, but I highly recommend that you guys get them to 30 because they're missing out on a lot of different damage outputs and whatnot, and like utility and kit wise and damage reduction. So I recommend that try to get 30 because when they're at 30, they're really good. They're really good. So Helena, it goes into every boss fleet, no matter campaign, Operation Siren, boss fleet, EX or whatever. Helena pretty much goes into every setup. So having her at 120 is not a bad choice at all. Obviously, she doesn't do that much damage, but having her at a higher level means she takes less damage, meaning she's less likely to sink. So that is a good investment right there. Now, let's go further down. What do we have here? What do we have here? Everyone else, you can use these ships. Like, you have, like, Prince, Kaga, and whatnot. You can use those ships. But they're not, like, super mandatory. You can use them if you want to, and every ship works in this game. That's the beauty of this game. So, if you want to use it, you can. That's the beauty of it. Ark Royal. Ark Royal is really good for endgame Operator Simon. Not that great in World 13 for obvious reasons because she doesn't have a fighter slot. But if you want to invest into her and you need some more carrier damage for bossing and OS, definitely do work on Ark Royal. She is very good there. Very good there. Anything else? Cheshire, when she's developer 30, very powerful as well too. Everyone else though, work on developer levels, work on getting Harumaida good, but you're not at 120 already with the Limit Break 6. You could be, I'm not sure, and whatnot. I hope you pulled New Jersey. If you got New Jersey, definitely invest into her. As of right now, she's one of the best ships that came out in the past 6 months. That's very good to invest into. The other being Aquila. If you have Aquila as well too, definitely invest into her. Aquila, New Jersey. If you have those ships, invest into them. They're very good. Aside from that though, everyone else is not super mandatory. I expect the ones that I recommend you get to 120 already. Otherwise, if you have a specific taste in specific ships like Peter Strasser, Rune, Turpus, you want to get them to 120, go for it. You can definitely beat the game with those ships. So if you like them, go ahead and use them and whatnot. The other question, are IJN fleets necessary? No, I don't use IJN fleets at all. IJN is probably like my least invested faction I have in this game. Yeah, even my dog sisters aren't even 120, so that tells you a lot. I don't invest in a lot of IJN, but I did have a video showcasing that I cleared strongholds with a half invested, kind of somewhat invested, or half invested to somewhat invested IJN fleets. You don't need them. Now, if you want to do PvP nowadays shift towards Italian setups like Aquila, Veneto, New Jersey, Duca, stuff like that. It's more towards that. IJN nowadays is kind of whatever. They're still very good, but they're not like super dominant as they were, like say back when Shinano first came out. So like 8 or 9 months ago, around there. So no, you don't need them. You don't need them. I see them everywhere in PvP. Okay, if they're in PvP, that was 6 months ago. It's changed now, like I just said. The Italian setup is a better one now. Aquila, Veneto, New Jersey. That's the key back line. And then something like Duca, what's her name again? Juno, and like a flex slot. Some people use like Seattle. Some people use like something else. The last slot's a flex slot. That's the PvP setup as of right now. I'm mostly using KMS and HMS fleets. So, okay, yeah, I can tell by that, and that's fine. You can definitely beat the game with those two factions in particular. That is very possible. P.S. I barely build these because they're children. They belong in school, not battlefield. Okay. I mean, if you want to collect them, it's not terrible. You can definitely do it. But that's a fair take, I guess. If you don't want to pull for DDs, no one's gonna stop you. And so forth. So yeah, very solid for a 6-month account. You've pretty much got everything lined up for you. You have a good understanding of how to play the game. A little bit more tips and whatnot that I've said earlier in the video that's gonna help you out. Listen to those. Aside from that though, very solid. It's been there 6 months now since you submitted this account, so hopefully your account right now is doing really spectacular. Hope to see great things from that. Anyways, that's the end of this final video of Season 1 account review, guys. Again, I'm not taking any requests as of right now. I may be back in the future to do these once again. As of right now, it's kind of stale for me. So stay tuned then. I'll let you guys know when I do them again. Until then, enjoy the videos. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.